What's up, everybody? Dog 985. There's levels to this. Merry Christmas, everybody. Quick video for you guys today. Nothing about console wars, more about handheld gaming. Because this is starting to become I don't want to say my new favorite way of gaming. It's just the one that's most available to me. Let's say it that way. With that being said, I've been seeing a lot of people already crowning the Steam Deck OLED as the king of these handheld PCs, and it blows my mind that people can say that with such confidence, knowing that there's games that the Steam Deck can't play. Like that to me, just right off the bat, you saying that something is better than something else, and you know that you're not stuck, but limited for the most part to one type of store, right? The Steam Deck, the Steam store, unless you do some backdoor stuff and figure out some other ways to load up different launchers or whatever. But there's specific games that you can't play. Any game with an anti cheat like Warzone, which is Call of Duty, which are some of the biggest games out there, right? And people recommend it as the king. So it bothers me. Now, I don't have a Steam Deck OLED, but I want a Steam Deck OLED. I have a Lenovo Legion Go, and I also have an Asus ROG Ally. Okay. I don't claim that any one of them is better than the other. I use the Asus ROG Ally a lot more because it's more portable and I'm already used to it and all the updates that it already has. And to me, the VRR of the screen really matters. I also see people downplaying the VRR of the screen like it doesn't matter. And when you're playing these games in handheld mode and you're not hitting a consistent 60, that VRR comes in extremely handy. When you're playing the game at 40 frames, 55 frames, 60 frames, 65 frames, and all of it seems smooth because of that VRR, that truly does matter. People talk about the Lenovo Legion Go and how that one's a better screen because of the 1440p, but if you're not playing the AAA games at 1440p on a Z1 Extreme, so that's I digress. I don't like saying which one of these things is better because that's not fair to each handheld PC. Now, the Steam Deck, if you are already a PC gamer, then more than likely you have a pretty robust Steam library with enough back catalog that the Steam Deck would probably be ideal for you. There's no need to deny that, right? However, if you are a Xbox gamer, not an Xbox just console game, but an Xbox gamer, somebody who subscribes to Game Pass Ultimate, then the Steam Deck is definitely not for you. Not at all. As soon as you buy an Asus ROG Ally or Lenovo Legion Go, you have access to 3 months of Game Pass PC, which gives you a plethora of games right off the bat. That is something that you can't get on the Steam Deck. You have to side load Game Pass or whatever it is that you got to do to make that run. Again, I'm not trying to knock the Steam Deck. I just see the holidays are here, right? And I know there's people that have gotten a Steam Deck OLED, there's people that have gotten an Asus ROG Ally, and there's people that have gotten a Lenovo Legion Go. And I'm here to tell you, I can speak very confidently on the Lenovo Legion Go and the Asus ROG Ally that as far as the experience between both of them, the Asus ROG Ally right now is better because it's just more refined. They've been out longer, have more updates, all that other stuff. But both products are great. You're going to have a good time with the Lenovo Legion Go, and you're going to have a great time with the Asus ROG Ally. The Steam Deck as well, I can see you having a good time with the Steam Deck as well. I just don't like when people try to put one of these things above the other because for every single video that I see that crowns one of these things the king, I watch these videos and I'm thinking about, okay, what if I asked this person this, what would they tell me? What would they tell me? What would they as soon as someone mentions, hey, the Steam Deck is the best handheld, and I tell them, well, you know what? I like playing Warzone. Can I play Warzone on it? Well, no, you can't. But the Steam, so then it's not the best. It literally has a game that it can't. It has a popular game that it can't play. So then it's not the best, right? Then the Lenovo Legion Go, when people talk about like, oh, it's got a 1440p screen. I'm like, oh, am I gonna be playing those games at 1440p? No, you're not. You're not gonna be playing those games at 1440p. And even if, at least if that screen had VRR, then you would have a good argument. Because yeah, you could play it at 1440p with the VRR would kick in, still make things look a little bit smooth. You'd be fine. The Asus ROG Ally, though, screen wise, that's where it comes to. You know what I mean? Now, if you want to talk about battery life, then no, that's not the Asus ROG Ally. So that's why if somebody tried to crown the Asus ROG Ally as king, I would tell them, well, I want to play unplugged for more than 2 hours. Good luck. Good luck on the Asus ROG Ally. You're gonna need a Steam Deck for that, for real, actual portable handheld gaming, right? Um, if you want to talk about temperature management, now the Asus ROG Ally does have good temperature management, but I'm telling you right now, this is this. I have nothing to lose. I'm not being sponsored by any of these. It does not run cooler than the freaking Lenovo Legion Go. It just doesn't. The Lenovo Legion Go runs much cooler if you're playing the same games. We've tested it out. The battery life on the Lenovo Legion Go is better than the battery life on the Asus ROG Ally. It's a bigger battery life, right? I'm just telling you. I'm just being honest with you. The Steam Deck beats both of them, right? But the battery test that I did when I was playing the Asus ROG Ally and we were playing the Lenovo Legion Go is me and my son were both running Apex Legends on them. Can you run Apex Legends on Steam Deck? Can you? I don't think you can. I think that anti-cheat kicks in as well. If I'm mistaken, go ahead, leave me a comment, let me know. But I know you can't run Warzone. So that's a problem. So right now, if you have picked up one of these handheld PCs, or someone has given you one of these handheld PCs for Christmas, okay? Say thank you, have gratitude, because they are amazing machines, okay? But don't get discouraged if you see a video out there by somebody trying to tell you that one of these machines is better than the other. They're lying to you. Now, if you yourself have tried these machines and you yourself have picked one over the other, that's understandable. And you got to understand, a lot of content creators sometimes speak from that perspective as to what they care, and they project that out to the audience, right? Which I understand. It's the best we could do. We don't know what's in your guys' mind, right? If you were to ask me which one I'm picking the Asus ROG Ally all day, every day right now. That VRR screen to me is tremendous. When I load up a game, I don't have to worry about the settings. And they try to make it seem as if you do, right? The Steam Deck game's already optimized for it, whatever. It gives you more of a little console-like experience, whatever. The Asus ROG Ally Armory Crate, it's the same thing, man. I mean, again, I would have to get a Steam Deck OLED in my hand and actually see how big of a difference it really is. I played with the original Steam Deck. Shout out to my dude Isomotion Gaming. He has one, and I played with it before, but I don't remember it being any more intuitive or easier to use than the Asus ROG Ally. Once you learn your system, your console, you're perfectly fine. The people talked about the Lenovo Legion Go being able to take off the Joy Cons. I'm calling them Joy Cons. I don't know what Lenovo calls them. Yeah, that's cool, but we used it maybe once, maybe twice. It's a gimmick at that. Not only that, but taking those things off and putting them back on does not feel fun. I got videos on it on here where you can look and see what that thing looks like when I took it off. I almost thought I was gonna break it. So I don't know, man. All I'm gonna say is this: if you have one of these, be grateful again for the times that we live in, where something like this can play AAA titles, where something like this is capable of doing everything that it can. And if you have Xbox, if you're a Game Pass gamer or Xbox gamer, that Play Anywhere feature is freaking clutch, man. I'm telling you right now, it is phenomenal. And let me know if you guys have any questions. I wish I had a Steam Deck OLED on hand. just so I could fairly talk and critique that handheld. But just from what I do know about it, when people tell me that that's the king of all these handheld consoles, I just don't see it. I'm sure it's great, but the king of all of them, I don't know. Dog 1985, there's levels to this. We out. Peace.